Morning, y'all. Welcome back to Pure South Pastures. I'm Mark, and today it is a beautiful Friday morning in central Arkansas. It's 67 degrees with a cool breeze. It's not going to stay that way. It's going to be 84 today. But hey, 84 in the last couple weeks of July is incredible. So we've had a lot of rain. As far as you can see in the forecast, it's going to be in the high 80s every day as a high. And man, I don't know if I've ever seen this in July. So thank the Lord for it. I'm just going to be doing a lot of stuff on the farm today. I want you to hang out with me for a little while. We're going to go move the cows real quick, feed Knox. He's ready to eat. Hey, Knox. Hey, buddy. Come on. He's ready to eat. He's getting frustrated with me because I'm talking to you. So hang out with me today. Let's get this thing going. All right, we're going to feed the mighty Knox man. Hey, buddy. Come on, bub. Come on. There we go. Feed the big boy. Here you go, buddy. There you go. What do you think about that, huh? Some scratches? Some scratches? Y'all, he's such a good dog. He's putting on weight. He's always gonna be just built slender, but he's you could earlier in the year you could see his hip bones really well, and now he's putting on some weight. Changed his feed. Started managing him a little bit different, and he's doing great. Doing great. All right, buddy. Cows are ready to be moved this morning. Sorry for pointing you right into the sun. It just is what it is. So I'm gonna put down the camera here and give them the first break of the day. Since I'm around for some of the day today, I'm gonna be moving them multiple different moves. Have just been giving them one move. I'll show you the graze line before I put them in. This end is the worst forage. Down on the bottom end is a lot better forage, but I mean, you can see that graze line right there. Doing great. Grazing it really well. So, all right, let's get them moved. That's the first tight little break for the day. Small break. I gotta go get some pig feed and I'll come back and move them again after that. Sorry about the sun. So they're looking empty. That's what we want first move. First move of the day. Because of the rain, man, the flies have really increased. We haven't been dealing with too much fly pressure. Some of them have got quite a bit of flies on them, but got a couple brand new calves for one of them. Make sure that they're here. And new addition to the farm, we've got a new bull. Show you him. We sold 9108 Patriot South Pole bull to Amish man, and I'm sorry, a Mennonite man in Star City, and we just purchased this guy. He is just a hunk of meat. Look at him, and just a tank. Really like him. Man, the flies are rough this morning. Tough. Hopefully the wind will pick up and that'll give them a little bit of relief. I'm gonna go look for the calf. I figured he was down here in the deep grass. But it does. On one hand, I know why it does that. On the other hand, I hate that it's doing that because it's on the other side of the line. So in the middle of the night, if a predator were to come up here, it'd be in trouble. The one benefit, or the one thing I can say I'm not too worried about it, is because the sheep are right over here and Knox patrols. He pretty much keeps what I've noticed about him is he isn't always right on the sheep. As a matter of fact, during the day, he kind of lets them do their thing and he'll pass out. But he does a great job of patrolling the borders of the farm. And it's almost like, I mean, there was a time I did a lot of videos on, we were hearing coyotes and seeing coyotes, and we haven't seen or heard any in a long time. And that's crazy, because I mean, we could hear them from a long distance off, and I have not heard a pack of coyotes in months. So it's pretty cool. I don't know if it's coincidence or if it actually is Knox's patrolling the area with this little South Pole calf. Good little bull calf. That's the second bull calf born out of a crop of 12. So out of the last 12 calves, I want you to see this. That's what we're talking about. Look. I mean, that manure is hours old. Look how that is just, I mean, broken down so fast by dung beetles. Look at this. This manure is just getting hammered by dung beetles. There are paddocks right up here, excuse me. Paddocks right up here that are just, I mean, they're just really hammered. I forgot to say that the bull came to us. It's a Bruce Shanks bull by way of Ben Caton. Ben owned that bull, and he sold it to us. Ben Caton of Grazing 365. That heifer, she keeps mounting him. So she's confused. So anyway, we seem to be doing pretty good. We'll come go get some pig feed and come back and give them another break. Well, it's actually the next day, y'all. Just got busy yesterday. I had to do some clipping with the tractor and that kind of thing. But I wanted to show you, we're moving off of the field we were in yesterday. Oh, sorry for my hand, which is behind me. Cattle are right back over here. We've clipped that whole field there. And I want to show you what we're coming into. This just blows me away. Check this out. All right, this is the pasture that we've just been letting rest all year. Man, I'm telling you, there was barely any grass in here. I want you to look. Now, this is ragweed, but that stuff is full of protein, and they're gonna absolutely take it down. I mean, look at this grass. This is just, there's just a ton of forage here. And if you're looking at it going, man, that looks like just a whole bunch of weeds. It is a lot of weeds, but it's also a lot of grass, and there's a lot of diversity. And these animals are gonna eat what a lot of people call weeds. And man, I'm excited. I wanted you to see this paddock because we're coming in small breaks today, and I want you to see the before and then the after. This is a small paddock that I'm bringing them in on. Like I described the other day, I always bring them in on, and it's not really hot right now. It's very nice this morning, but still, this is a pattern we're gonna work in. We're coming in on shade. Shade and water will be down here on the tree line, and through the day, we'll work back that way in strips. Honestly, with this much forage, I'm just gonna have to play it by ear and see how big of breaks we're gonna give them. But yeah, I mean, look at this grass. A lot of this is like a water grass, but cows are gonna tear it up. I mean, look, I had to run the four-wheeler through here in order to lay it down so that they would be able to see the line. So looks like it's a short line, but actually it's just a lot of forage. So they're going to come into this small break. Actually, this is a little bit large, but I don't want them to come in and run that way and run into the fence. They're not going to be able to see it at first. So I'm a little concerned that they're going to get in here and get to romping, because that's what they do when they come in a new paddock, and blow through this wire right here that's hard to see. So I may get in here and stand right here and make sure that they don't blow through it. because a lot of times when they come in a new paddock, they get excited. They get excited about all the forage. They see this big field and they just want to run. And so I'm gonna have to kind of put a break on them. So, all right, I'm gonna go get them moved, and I'll pick it back up probably once they get in. It may be a little chaotic getting them over here to cross the creek, so I don't know that I'll get any footage of that, but we'll see. We'll see what we can get. All right, they're coming in. Got to stand down here, make sure they don't blow through this. They're gonna want to come and see how far the paddock goes. For the flies. Flies are tough. Golly. Look out. This is it, girls. Man, the flies. Look at that. Because a few days ago, they didn't have flies at all, but after a rain, like they just really became exponentially pressured on them. All right, so this is gonna be, I gotta get this electrified. And that heifer keeps mounting that bull. Anybody has I thought, in my mind, I was thinking she must be cycling. But then I thought, well, why is he not wanting to breed her? He's not really showing a lot of interest in her. So, I'm not sure. Look at this, man. This is amazing. I gotta get this electrified, close it up, so they don't walk out of here. I gotta get this little calf across. All right, let me get this baby across, and I'll get back with you. All right, I came up the hill a little bit. This is the strip that the cattle will be in today and tomorrow. The strip's big enough that it'll be today and tomorrow. You can see, try to pan easy. You can see we're gonna go all the way over the other side of this hill down to the tree line, but that's not the way I run the strips. I ran the strips to the top of this hill, and I've got a line that runs down the middle of the top of this hill, and we'll graze this side. Let's see if I can explain this well. This hill runs this way. It's a ridge, and it runs all the way over there. So I ran the line from here, right in the center of the field, all the way down this ridge to the fence line over there. You can see my neighbors just cut hay over there. That's where the fence line is, right over there. And so we'll graze strips on this side of this line all the way down this way. So we'll be moving that way for now. Then we'll come back. We'll come back here. Our water will be down there, and we'll go this way. So we'll graze this side, and then we'll flip over, and we'll do strips from this side going that way, or from over there coming up here. So this line right here will be our middle point all the way as we graze both sides, and it just kind of splits this field with by using portable equipment and not having to put in infrastructure. Because I may eventually do that, but as our herd increases, you know, the thing about it is you put infrastructure in for the size that you are now, and as you increase the size of your herd, then you're hamstrung on, you know, you need more room, you need more flexibility, and you put in infrastructure and you got all the expense and time and all that for nothing. So I'd rather use the portable stuff for now, get a feel for how it's going to go, and make sure that we maximize and have the ability to grow into, you know, the infrastructure that we do put in permanently. This is our first year of good growth on this field. Last year we grazed it, but it was poor. And you know, for all the people out there that just freak out about weeds, it's just going to be part of our farm. But the beautiful thing about it is what most people call weeds. You pack these cows in tight, and they're not only grazing them, but they're getting the benefit of a lot of these things that people call weeds, forbs, whatever they are. Man, it's just now this is the bane of our existence here. Dog fennel's no good either, but I can deal with dog fennel. We got one field that's really out of control in, but we'll come in and clip it and it should be all right. A lot of smart weed in here, which Ben Caton was telling me the other day that it actually can affect them. I think he called it some like photosensitivity. Anyway, their eyes, I guess, and the light, it can bother them. So anyway, we want to just kind of watch them. If their eyes start running and stuff, we're going to know that that's probably a result. I'm trying to talk and keep the camera up and move this wire at the same time, so excuse me if the camera work is terrible. I'm putting the post in here. So yeah, man, this stuff it's crazy. How, I mean, it's just a mat. It's a thick jungle of forage. Hey, girl. Man, flies. They have not been an issue until now. We've just been so moist. Gotten some rain, and now they're getting bad. So we'll keep an eye on them. Look how they're going after that forage, man. And your bull here, and the new mama, first time heifer, first calf heifer right here. What do you think, Bubba? Oh, Tank. Quite an animal. Deep, deep gut. Love that. Saw one of the calves out of the wire a minute ago, which, I mean, that happens all the time. But got a cow that I'm going to sell. She just isn't going to work in our operation. I've talked about it quite a bit. I think if somebody's going to graze differently than we're grazing, she'd be fine. She produces a great calf every year, so I'll sell her and her calf. But her calf is half South Pole. That's this animal right here. She's gonna leave the farm. She's a Red Angus. Calf. I saw it just a second ago. This is a calf right here. So, half South Pole heifer. From that 9108 Greg Judy bull that we just sold. So, yeah, I'm gonna try to sell it here locally, but if anybody's interested, you can hit me up in the messages, or I'll put my email here too. You see her. She just, as hard as we push them here, non-selectively grazing, she just struggles in that environment. So if you're grazing tips and maybe giving them, allow them to be a little more selective, she'll do fine. And even in this environment, she still, gave us a good calf and continues to do so. So they're doing their thing in here. I've got, excuse me for panning too fast, but I've got the water over here and set up. Found the other little calf. This is what it does all the time. Check this out. Hey, baby. Just across the line. We're gonna trample a lot of this. A lot of it is like a smart weed. I'll come back and couple hours and move the line for them. They'll start heading out. I don't know how well you can see on this video, but obviously this line runs this way. There's a line that runs right under that limb. So we're going to be marching up the hill there for a little bit. We'll make at least 4 moves today. Give them 4 little small breaks. And we're going to put the hammer on this lane. And I can't wait to see how just the stock density and just the pressure. I can't wait to see how it affects this property. One of the reasons I'm doing YouTube is to just journal our progress and see how we're able to heal the land. This property was just grazed down to the ground non-stop. When I moved here, I would look over the fence back here and man, just there's nothing back here. So it's exciting to see this much forage. Really exciting. Fed a lot of hay out here last winter, but last summer we made a couple passes on him, but boy, it wasn't much here. We're still fighting the goat weed, but that'll just be, we're just fighting a good fight against it. That's what we'll continue to do. But that's fun. Well, I'm telling you, I could just stand here and watch these animals do this. It's therapeutic. There's something about it. Growing healthy animals on grass, healing the soil. I've been contemplating going into winter. You know, we're on the heels of August. Nipping at the heels of August coming on. I may start allowing them a little more space, a little more room to be a little selective. They're doing okay. Man, that heifer just keeps doing that to that bull. So they're doing okay, but I really would like to see them pack on the pounds for the winter. You know, we're going to be pushing them this winter, stockpiling, grazing stockpile. Going to do our dead level best to get through the winter on what we've got. We got some hay in the barn if we need it, but there's so much forage, and we'll have to supplement protein, but hopefully we can make it happen this year. So they're going to need a little fat on their back to make that happen, to be able to make it through the winter just on this. Something I haven't mentioned that is a concern, and I'm going to be watching this calf that's over here in the it was just hours old, and I was out with the cows just watching them, and it went to it you know how they are when they're first born, they're really just kind of getting their bearings, and it went to nurse on a cow that was not its mom, and that cow just, I mean, it's just natural instinct, but she knew that wasn't her baby. And man, she kicked and stomped and really stomped that little calf into the ground. It scared me, and went over there, and the calf was just laying there. Its eyes were rolled back in its head. In a minute or so, it got up, but it just hasn't been, like, it was up nursing this morning and walking around, but it does lay around a lot. So I don't know, maybe there's something to that, maybe there's not. I'm just going to keep watching it. It's several days younger than the other calf that's just ahead of it, but that other calf is quite a bit more active. And the other calf stays, and it might just be the difference in two different animals, temperament. That other calf stays with the herd, where that one always slips under and gets in some weeds. So I know that that's just a instinct, getting under the weeds, like out in the weeds like that. But we'll see. I'll be watching it. I'll keep you updated. Hey. So it is, as you can see, it is quite a difference from this morning to now. They have really taken this paddock down. Done a great job grazing. Again, what a lot of people say, cows won't eat. They did it, man. They did it. Look at this, all these ragweed patches are nothing but stems now. I don't think you can see that, but just old stems. And they're just hammering them. Lots of manure, urine distribution. Hey, boy. Hey, buddy. What is it? They're ready for me to give them another break, but I'm not going to because these last couple of breaks here still have quite a bit left in them. This is two. This area right here is two. Man, look at this. Whatever that plant was, they ate it down to the dirt. That's crazy. They even nipped off this dog kennel. So the thing about this, I'm not too concerned about this. I mean, this I believe, I might be wrong. That might be that water grass, but I was gonna say it looked like, yeah, that's broom sedge, green broom sedge, and they're eating it. So anyway, I'm gonna leave them in here. Just let them take this down a little more. And tomorrow, the good thing is tomorrow they're gonna keep going up the hill, and they'll be coming back through here. So they're gonna still trample. This is still gonna get a good trample effect because they're gonna be going back here for shade and water. So we'll be doing good. So check this out. Quite a difference from this morning when I stood right up there in the first paddock and it all looked like this. So pretty sweet. See, they're still gonna eat it. And they're looking full. Yeah, they're looking full. Looking for the other calf that dodges off some weeds. What do you think, girls? What do you think? What do you think about it? She got a big old belly. All right, y'all. I appreciate you joining me today. I'm gonna wrap this video up. I've rambled long enough. Oh, look at the cows. That's great. That lane looks awesome. They're gonna put the hammer on this field, so it's great. Hey, thanks for joining me today. God bless you. Hope you have a great one. We'll see you on the next one.